There is a lot of buzz around EVs, and in this video we will talk about all the models coming over 2022. BMW might have been a bit late to the EV party, but it's looking to make lost ground. Following the iX that's just gone on sale is the i4 sedan that's coming in the next few months.
The all-electric i4 stays true to the design of last year's production previewing concept and is clearly visually related to the combustion engine 4 Series. It features a distinctive cab rearward profile, a large closed-off kidney grille up front, and slim LED headlights. Inside, there's 12.3-inch digital dials that flow into the 14.9-inch touchscreen infotainment unit. Internationally, the BMW i4 is available in two variants, the eDrive 40 and M50 xDrive, though it is yet to be confirmed what variant we will get. The i4 uses a floor-mounted lithium-ion battery pack which has a capacity of 83.9 kWh. The i4 will be future-proof with the ability to charge at rates of up to 200 kilowatts. The i4 is set to be a true driver's EV and will rival lower spec models of the Porsche Taycan and the Audi e-tron GT.
Hyundai might have announced big plans for its electrification drive in India, including made-for-India mass-market models, but it's not forgotten about the car that started it all, the Kona Electric.
The refreshed Kona Electric is set for an India launch and, like its predecessor, will be locally assembled in India. The most noticeable cosmetic upgrade is up front, where the new Kona Electric loses the grille panel and gains a sleeker look, courtesy of the reprofiled bumper and redesigned LED headlights. The profile remains largely unchanged, though there are new LED taillights and a new bumper at the rear. Not much has changed by way of layout in the cabin, so it won't be the most spacious car for the money, but there are some new features like a larger touchscreen infotainment system, a new digital instrument cluster, and connected car tech. Mechanically, the Kona Electric will continue to feature a 39.2 kWh battery with the 136 horsepower motor.
Hyundai will also bring in the futuristic Ioniq 5 to India in late 2022.
Based on Hyundai's new age and electric-only eGMP skateboard architecture, the Ioniq 5 will serve as a tech showpiece in India. The Ioniq 5 is distinctive in look too, with the funky retro cues and lots of new age angular detailing. And while it might not seem so in images, it's a fairly large vehicle. It's 4.6 meters in length and boasts of a substantial 3000 mm wheelbase. As expected, the Ioniq 5 is minimalist on the inside but will come loaded with tech and features and promises loads of space for passengers. The Ioniq 5 lineup includes rear-wheel drive and dual-motor all-wheel drive versions with battery sizes up to 73 kWh. There is up to 480 kilometers of range, with the most powerful versions producing 306 horsepower. Impressively, the Ioniq 5 also boasts of 350 kilowatt charging capability. The Ioniq 5 won't come cheap though. The model will be imported into India and will come in at about 45 to 60 lakh rupees. Click the link above to watch our first drive review of the Ioniq 5.
The Hyundai Ioniq 5 will be joined by its platform sibling from Kia, the EV6. In a nutshell, the EV6 is a 5-seater, 4.7 meter long crossover based on the Hyundai Group's eGMP architecture.
The EV6 looks interesting, and it's clear that the design is dictated by the large 2900 mm wheelbase. Cabin space is expected to be impressive, while the minimalist interior will be subtly packed with a whole lot of tech and features. In markets abroad, the EV6 is available in multiple flavors. Base versions get a 58 kWh battery pack version with rear-wheel drive and 400 km of range. Also on offer are dual motor versions with a larger 77.4 kWh battery pack, and then there's the ultimate EV6 on offer, the 585 horsepower EV6 GT. It's not clear though which version Kia will get to India. As you might have gathered, the Kia EV6 is really high-tech and will be more a technology demonstrator than a mass-market model. The EV6 will be fully imported and will likely cost in the region of 45 to 60 lakh rupees.
Want utmost luxury but with a green badge? The Mercedes-Benz EQS is what you're looking for.
The EV equivalent of the S-Class in the brand's lineup is said to be one of the quietest vehicles on sale. The EQS is the first model to use Mercedes-Benz's dedicated EVA platform. It's got a cab-forward profile coupled with a heavy-angled liftback type tailgate. Other key styling elements include a black grille panel bookended by a pair of angular headlights, which are themselves joined by a horizontal light bar. Rather than providing a front storage area like other ground-up designed EVs, the bonnet can be only opened during servicing. The doors are frameless and feature the same flush handles as those available on the S-Class. The interior is as luxurious as an S-Class too and is dominated by Mercedes' new Hyperscreen, a one-piece curved screen that stretches the width of the dashboard and uses the latest MBUX operating system. The EQS, of course, has all the trappings of an S-Class and then some, and thanks to its shape and EV packaging, offers more space too. It comes with a 107.8 kWh battery with a single 334 horsepower motor in the EQS 450 and dual motors with a combined 523 horsepower in the EQS 580. Range is quoted to be as much as 770 kilometers, and if that's not exciting enough, its AMG and Maybach versions are expected to follow. Mercedes has announced the EQS will be assembled in India.
MG has revised the ZS EV for 2022.
The changes are in line with its petrol-powered cousin, the Aster, although there are plenty of EV cues as well. The LED headlamps are now slimmer, and the front and rear bumpers have been restyled along with new alloy wheels on offer too. The most noticeable change though is the body-colored blank-top front grille, which replaces the traditional grille design found on the older ZS EV. While the charging port is still placed behind the grille, its position has been shifted slightly. Inside, the ZS EV remains largely identical to its predecessor, although there are additions like a wireless phone charger, a digital instrument cluster, and a 10.1-inch touchscreen that replaces the 8-inch unit found earlier. The big change will come in the battery pack. The updated ZS EV will get a new 51 kWh battery pack that will replace the 44.5 kWh battery pack on the current model. The larger battery would help enhance range, and MG insiders have hinted at an official certified range of near 500 kilometers.
Mini will become an all-electric brand in the years to come, and the upcoming Cooper SE is a sign of things to come.
The Cooper SE will be powered by an electric motor that produces 184 horsepower and 270 Nm of torque, drawing charge from a 32.6 kWh battery pack. The SE has a WLTP certified range of 235 to 270 kilometers. While the Cooper SE is capable of fast charging from 0 to 80% in 35 minutes via a 50 kW charging point, a 11 kW wall box charge can get it from 0 to 80% in 2.5 hours. In look, the Cooper SE is identical to the standard combustion engine hatchback, though there are some key differentiators like the blanked out front grille with a new E badge, a slightly reprofiled front bumper, a redesigned rear bumper, along with the yellow accents on the door mirror caps and wheels. It also sits 15 mm higher than the combustion engine model to allow clearance for the battery pack. Inside, a new digital instrument cluster will be a differentiating element.
Tata Motors is readying a major upgrade to the Nexon EV, which will bring in a larger battery for enhanced range.
The longer range Nexon, which is expected to come with a bigger 40 kWh battery, will sell alongside the current Nexon EV that uses a 30.2 kWh battery pack. Modifications to the floor pan have been carried out to accommodate the larger battery, and boot space too is believed to have been sacrificed to make space. Weight too is expected to have increased by an estimated 100 kilograms. The higher capacity battery will boost the official certified range to over 400 kilometers on the official test cycle, while a real-world range in the region of 300 to 320 kilometers can be expected on a single charge. Another major addition to the new Nexon EV will be selectable regen modes, which will allow the driver to adjust the intensity of the regenerative braking, which in turn improves range. Expect a few cosmetic tweaks, a fresher set of alloy wheels, and according to sources, the addition of electronic stability program. The upgrades will add greatly to the Nexon EV's price. However, with an estimated price of around 17 to 18 lakh rupees, the Nexon EV will still undercut models like the Hyundai Kona Electric and the MG ZS EV.
Tesla had opened deposits for the Model 3 years ago, but 2022 is when we will finally see the model on sale in India.
The Model 3 sedan looks clean and subtle, yet futuristic. The interior takes the minimalist approach to a whole new level, with a massive iPad-like center screen serving as the go-to control for virtually all settings. Self-drive functions are offered abroad, though it's unlikely Tesla will bring these functions to India. Tech aside, the Model 3 will also be big on performance. Its electric motors put out 346 horsepower and 510 Nm and allow the Model 3 to clock 0 to 100 kph in a sports car equaling 4.5 seconds. The other numbers of interest will be for range. The Model 3 Long Range's 79.6 kWh battery allows a claimed range of 580 km on the WLTP cycle. Do watch our drive of the Model 3 in India to get a taste of things to come.
Now, while the Model 3 looks sleek and promises to be fun to drive, the Model Y is what will be of most interest to the audience.
And that's down to one aspect above all else: ground clearance. Now, Tesla's crossover is far from the usual crop of EVs in pretty much every aspect. The design is again subtle, but you cannot miss it or confuse it for anything else. The interior too carries forward the Tesla characteristic of less is more, but with the inclusion of the 17-inch touchscreen and all that comes with it. There's the option of a third row of seats too. In terms of performance, the Model Y is available only with a dual motor setup and in two variants, long range and performance. The former has a range of 525 km, while the latter has a 0 to 100 kph time of under 4 seconds.
We've had the XC40 as a diesel, we've had the XC40 as a petrol, and now we'll have the XC40 as an all-electric variant as well. In fact, the XC40 Recharge will be the first all-electric Volvo to come to India.
Based on Volvo's compact modular architecture, it doesn't look vastly different from the ICE-powered XC40 except for the sealed-off grille and Recharge badges. Inside, it's largely the same too, apart from a new infotainment system powered by Google's Android operating system. It uses a 78 kWh battery powering two 204 horsepower electric motors for a combined output of 408 horsepower and 660 Nm. Volvo claims the XC40 can deliver a range of more than 400 km on the WLTP cycle. That's that for the electric models coming to India in 2022. Over this series, we'll also talk to you of the cars not coming to India in the year and the bikes that are. So stay tuned for more, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Autocar India and hit the bell icon for the latest from us.